Shalom Yashala. I'm gonna start this lesson by giving all praise, all glory, all honor, all blessing, all truth, all wisdom belong to our power, Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem, Wakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostle great millstone that teach us will well and will well to the Akwakodash, and salutation to you, Akiam, that's in highways and byways on this work and truth and sincerity. Shalom, shalom, shalom. To this lesson is about the kingdom shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, and he shall dwell among us, right? He shall dwell with us and among us, okay, in the midst of us. This is Yahawah power. Why Yahushua Mashiach gonna be in the midst of us, right? Okay, to hold the kingdom to come, the kingdom of heaven, okay, and today in all this week for like 2-3 weeks now, okay, we have those charters right here of men, wicked men of Israel, wicked prophets saying the nation can be saved, that to the nation gonna be gonna rule. It's like the way they say, it's like the kingdom gonna rule. The nations, the heathen gonna rule with us, man. Some of the heathen that gonna be saved gonna be ruling with us. Hey, that's not biblical, okay? At the end of the day, and we're gonna read a few scriptures to show you, okay, that the kingdom only belong to Israel, okay? That salvation only belong to Israel, okay? Because salvation is the giving of the kingdom to Israel at the end of the day, okay? And I'm gonna go to Isaiah. It goes to Isaiah first, right? Isaiah 2, verse 1. Isaiah, the word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. It shall come to pass in the last day that the mountain of Yahawah house shall be established at the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow into it. Okay, the house was the house of the Lord, the house of Israel. Okay, the nation of Israel. That's the house of the Most High. Okay, and the people and many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of God of Jacob, and he shall teach us of his ways, and walk in his path. For of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahawah power from Jerusalem. Again, the word of the Lord comes from Zion. Zion is the one that's gonna rule the kingdom to come. Okay, we don't not gonna put the law down. Starting with Yahushua Mashiach, our Lord, the Savior, King of Kings. Okay. See, he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their sword into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks, and nation shall not lift up swords against nation, neither shall they learn the war anymore. O house of Jacob, come ye, and let us walk in the light of Yahawah power. Okay, again, the Lord is talking about the house of Jacob. The house of the Lord, okay, is the house of Jacob. Okay, the elect of Jacob, right? That shall be saved throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay, 344,000, and the one to the elect. Okay, those that are gonna form the kingdom, the mountain, the high mountains that gonna be seen high, because mountains mean government at the end of the day. Okay, and let's go to Acts, right? Let's go to this first, man. Acts chapter 1, verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, will thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? This is the apostles, the teachers after Yahushua's resurrection, right? They come to him, they come together, and they ask him this question: are you gonna restore the kingdom to Israel? Why would they ask the question after all those teaching that Yahushua did unto them? Okay? Because that you know that the Lord gonna restore the kingdom to Israel. The Lord gonna give us the kingdom. Okay? That the kingdom gonna belong to Israel. Okay? And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times and the season which the Father hath put in his own power, but ye shall receive power after the Holy Ghost and is come upon you, and ye shall be witness unto me, both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the outmost part of the earth. because we are scattered into the outmost part of the earth. So the prophet have to go and to have the four corners of the earth to teach this gospel, man, to the elect of Yashala. Because at the end of the day, the elect have to be waking up to this truth, okay, to the gospel, okay. That's what it's for. That's what the kingdom is for, okay. And let's go to Matthew 1:21. Okay, this is what the angel said, right? Matthew 1:21. And he shall bring forth his son. This is the message that have for Mary and Joseph, right? It's the message that the Lord sent unto Mary and Joseph, right? That's what the angels told Mary and Joseph, right? Matthew 1:21. And he shall bring forth his son, thou shalt call his name YAHAWAH, for he shall save his people from their sins. Not all nations, but his people from their sins. Okay? And let's go to Matthew 2:6. Matthew 2:6. And though Bethlehem and the land of Judah are not the least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel. When Yahushua was come the first time, okay, he wasn't ruling Israel, but and the second coming, he's gonna rule. He's gonna rule Yashala, okay. He's gonna rule in Jerusalem, okay, and we're gonna be co-heir with Yahushua and the kingdom to come. Okay? And that's the truth of the matter at the end of the day, man. Okay? And let's go to Daniel, right? 7:18. Matthew 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Okay? The saints of the Most High. Who's the saints? The saints are Israelites. Okay? Like he said in Psalm. Let's go to Psalm 50, right? Psalm 50:5. Gather my sins together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. Who told them made a covenant by sacrifice to? It was the Israelites at the end of the day. These are the saints of the Most High, right? If you're going to be technical, let's go to Psalm, I think 138. 47. Let's see. Is that 148? Psalm 148:14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord. Again, of all his saints, even of the children of Israel. Talking about the Israelites, they are the saints. Okay, and let's go back to Daniel, right? Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. See, the saints always the Israelites, and the Israelites that is not gonna take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever. The kingdom is not gonna be for the other nations. And let's go to Daniel 7:26. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end, and the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. Again, who's the saint against Yashala, Israel, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominion shall obey, shall serve and obey. Okay? And that kingdom will not be left to other people. Okay, now. Daniel 2, verse 44. And the days of those kings shall be the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to the other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all this kingdom, and it shall stand forever. See, in that kingdom that we're going to be given, it's not going to be left to other people. No one going to be ruling with us in the kingdom to come, and no one going to be in that salvation out here. Okay, that means it just shows you again. The kingdom only belongs to Israel, not to other nations. And no other nation going to be safe with us. Okay? And let's go to Luke, okay? And let's show you like who's going to be safe right here, okay? Luke chapter 1, let's start at 68 to 80, right? Luke chapter 1, verse 68. Blessed be the Lord, YAHAWAH by Hashem Yahushai, God of Israel, for ye have visited and redeemed his people. Ye have raised up an horn of salvation for us and the house of his servant David. Who's that horn? Yahushai, who the world even called Jesus Christ, right? As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers. Okay, there was a mercy that was promised to our fathers that we're going to be saved. Okay? And to remember his early covenant, he make what a covenant to Israel when Moses was there. Okay, he make the covenant was with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and then he sealed that covenant with Moses and the wilderness, right? Okay, the oath which he have swear unto our father Abraham that we will grant unto us, that we being delivered out of the hand of our enemies might serve him without fear. We're gonna be delivered from the hand of our enemies, starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white men, and all those heathen nations. That's when we're gonna be saved from our enemies. And part of being saved of our enemies is bring us in our own land and set up the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of the Most High, the kingdom of Israel, to rule on the earth. And holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our life, and thou child shall be called the prophet of the highest, and this is Yahushai, for thou shall go before the face of the Lord to prepare his ways, to give knowledge of salvation unto his people by the remission of sins, okay, to the tender mercy of our God, okay, whereby the day spring from on high have visited us, to give light to them that sit in darkness and in the shadow of death, to guide our feet unto the way of peace. At the end of the day, you're gonna guide our way into the way of peace out here. Okay? You're gonna guide our feet to the way of peace. Because when the Lord bring the kingdom, we're gonna be at peace in the kingdom to come, right? And we're gonna break the nations, okay? And peace is out here. That's not peace to the other nations, to the other people. And they shall grow and was strong in spirit, and was in desert till the day that of issuing unto Israel. Again, unto Israel, not the other nations. Okay? Period. That's what the kingdom gonna be for Israel at the end of the day. Okay? And let's go to 2 Corinthians, man. Okay? Because the Lord said you're gonna be in the midst of us, right? 2 Corinthians 6, verse 18. And 18. 2 Corinthians 6, verse 16. And what agreement hath the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living power, as the Most High have said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Wherefore, you see, for ye are the temple of the living God, as God have said. See, God have said. Where did the Most High say that? Let's keep reading. Wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate. Set Yahawah power, and touch not the unclean things. I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, said Yahweh power almighty. The Lord is talking to Israel right here. Separate yourself from among the nations out here. I will be in the midst of thee. Okay? The Lord gonna dwell with us, not the other nations. And that's why we have separate ourselves at the end of the day, right? Separate ourselves. I mean, when the Lord give us that kingdom, we're gonna be separate from the other nations. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna teach the law. Okay? The law gonna come from Zion, from Jerusalem. Okay? And the Most High gonna deal with us, and then we're gonna deal to other nations. Because the other nation gonna serve us according to the word of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. Okay? And let's go with the Most High say that. Okay? Let's go to Jeremiah first. Jeremiah chapter 32, verse 38. It's at 38. Let me see. Jeremiah 32, verse 38. Behold, I will gather them out of all countries, whither I have driven them in my anger and in my fury and in great wrath, and I will bring them again unto this place, and I will cause them to dwell safely. The Lord gonna bring us into our own land where we're gonna dwell safely. Okay? And there shall be my people, and I will be their God. I will give them one heart. See? There shall be my people. I will be their God. I will give them one heart and one way, that they may fear me forever, for the good of them and of their children after them. I will make an everlasting covenant with them, that I will not turn away from them to do them good, and I will put my fear in their hearts, and they shall not depart from me. And yea, I will rejoice over them to do them good. I will plant them in this land as surely with my whole heart and with my whole soul. For there sit Yahweh power, like as I have brought all this great evil upon these people, so I will bring upon them all the good that I have promised them. There's a promise that the Lord promised us. He's going to bring good upon us. The good he promised is us, bring us into our own land, dwell safely, and have the kingdom. By sending his only begotten son, Yahushua Mashiach, to rule over Israel, to rule the kingdom of heaven to come, and to be heir with Yahushua Mashiach. Okay? Let's read that again, right? And let's go to Ezekiel, right? 37. Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 27. Let's start at 26. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. The Lord gonna set his sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. My tabernacle also shall be with them. Yea, I will be their God, and they shall be my people. And the heathen shall know that I, Yahweh, power to sanctify Israel, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. Again, the Most High gonna be in the midst of us, right? Like he said, like the Most High said so. Okay, the Most High gonna dwell with us, man, and gonna be in the midst of us at the end of the day. Okay, and let's get the last scripture. Let's go to Leviticus, right? Leviticus chapter 26, verse 12. Leviticus chapter 26, verse 12. Let's say 11. And I will set my tabernacle among you, and my soul shall not abhor you. I will walk among you and be your God, and ye shall be my people. The Lord's talking to Israel right here. I am YAHAWAH, your power, which brought you forth out of the land of Egypt, that you should not be their bondmen, and I will broken the bands of your yoke and made you upright. Okay? At the end of the day, the Most High gonna bring us into our own land, and He's gonna make us upright. He's gonna put His law, statutes, and commandment into our inward part, in our mind, in our soul, and bring us to the word of the covenant, so we can keep the law, statutes, and commandment perfectly and not break it. Okay? But the Most High gonna be in the midst of us, man, in the kingdom to come. So that's gonna be a righteous kingdom to rule the earth, man. And with that, I will, brothers and sisters, edify. I'm gonna close this lesson by giving all praise, all glory, all honor, all blessing, all truth, all wisdom belong to our power, Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem Okakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone that teach us well and will well to the Akwakodash, and salutation to you, Akiam, that's in highways and byways doing this work in truth and sincerity. Shalom, shalom, shalom.